Thank you, Presiding Officer. I welcome the New Scots integration strategy launched by the Scottish Government earlier last year. Can the Minister update the Scottish Government's implementation of this strategy and how it's working with COSLA and the Scottish Refugee Council to ensure the lived experience of refugees and people seeking asylum is central to its delivery?
Minister.
Thank you. The Scottish Government, as I said in my opening remarks, completely rejects the language and the proposals of Nigel Farage, who have threatened mass deportations of people who have rightfully come to the UK and established their lives, their work and their families as part of our communities. So I suppose the New Scots integration... Sorry, Presiding Officer, I've lost the thread of the question that Marie McNair asked, and I'm doing my best to answer the substance of it. Is it okay if she just repeats the question for me?
Can't go backwards, Minister, I'm afraid.
New Scots integration, thank you. Yes, the New Scots integration plan, as I said, has been widely acclaimed and acknowledged as an example of good practice. It is shared equally. We did that with third sector stakeholders and with COSLA. It is multi-portfolio and it covers all the areas such as health, transport, education, and we believe that that is an excellent example that, again, the UK Government could learn from.
Paul Sweeney to be followed by Paul McLennan.
Thank you very much, Deputy Presiding Officer. I'd like to associate myself with the sentiments in the Minister's statement, and particularly her commending of Mary Hill Integration Network, who I think do excellent work in Glasgow. I think it's their AGM actually this afternoon, and they also provide the Secretariat to the cross-party group on migration, which has been a fantastic addition to the Parliament in recent years. Does she agree that fundamentally, though, this is a question of housing supply, and that we can't allow a housing crisis to translate into an issue of social cohesion, and we need to build out housing and expand a city like Glasgow? It's got plenty of latent capacity. But does she also recognise we need to have measurable outcomes from the New Scots integration strategy, particularly around skills? We've seen Ukrainians and others who've got settled status saying they're struggling to access skills-appropriate work. We've got dentists cycling around delivering Uber in Glasgow when they could be training at pace. Can we get that sorted?
Minister.
Thank you. I thank Paul Sweeney for that. He picks up many threads there. The Ukrainian resettlement scheme, of course, the big difference there was that Ukrainians had the right to work, which we have also called for. And there are big differences with, of course, sort of like asylum seekers who have no recourse to public funds. And I commend the work that he did on campaigns for securing free bus travel pilots, for instance, which we are delivering on as well. I understand the point that he's making about housing pressures. This government has declared the housing emergency, and it is investing record amounts of funding in not only bringing on new builds but also dealing with void properties and doing everything that it can. But the bigger issue here in this context is that we must not use the unhappiness that people are feeling and pitting communities against one another. We must reject that division.
Paul McLennan to be followed by Maggie Chapman.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Migration to Scotland provides substantial economic benefits by boosting labour supply, increasing productivity, filling skill shortages and raising tax revenue, which supports public services and a growing economy. It's also crucial for sustaining and growing the population, particularly addressing the projected fall in the working age population. Beyond economics, migrants enrich communities and contribute to cultural life. Does the Minister agree with me that it's a duty of all of us in this chamber to ensure that debate in this regard is balanced, compassionate and fact-based to ensure our shared future is built on coalitions of solidarity, and that faith groups, private sector, schools and civic organisations must stand together?
Minister.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Yes, I absolutely agree that we all have a responsibility across this chamber to ensure our leadership and language is factual and respectful. Now more than ever, it is vital that we continue to stand in solidarity with all communities across Scotland against exclusion and division.